Hello everyone. Today we are going to discuss about potentiometer. Now dear friends, in the last session we discussed about the meter bridge. Likewise, this is the device called potentiometer. So what the basic difference between the meter bridge and potentiometer? Meter bridge consists of only a single wire. The potentiometer consists of the number of wires which are of 100 centimeter length each, and these all are connected in series with the help of these strips. So first we will discuss about the meaning of the word potentiometer. So dear friend, this potentiometer contains the two different words. One is potentio and second is meter. No doubt, meter stands for measurement and what it's measure. So that is potentio. Potentio stands for potential. So it means what? This is a device which is used to measure what? So it is used to measure either potential or you can say potential difference as well as the internal resistance that we will discuss in the application of potentiometer. So first we will see how the potentiometer is constructed. No doubt, along with this an external battery, rheostat and ammeters are also connected in series. After construction then we will discuss about the principle, and on basis of its principle what are the applications of this potentiometer that we will discuss. Now first we will go for what? Construction. So basically potentiometer consists of 1 meter long wires which are connected in series with each other with the help of thick metallic strips. These are the thick metallic strips and these are the 1 meter wire. So all these wires are in a series. So here I have drawn a potentiometer of 4 meter length. Now these two ends of the potentiometer wire, these are being connected with the battery in series with the rheostat. Now this is the battery I have connected in series with rheostat. Now what is the role of the rheostat in this circuit? So in any circuit, rheostat is used to change the magnitude of the current in the circuit. Now whatever the value of the current we like to pass through the potentiometer, that will be recorded with the help of ammeter. So here this ammeter is also in series with the, you can say, battery. So this is the basic construction of the potentiometer, and this circuit is called a primary circuit of the potentiometer. Now in this potentiometer, from end A to end B, cross section area for this wire is uniform. So there is a uniform cross section area. Second, this whole wire is made up of the same material, hence resistivity of this wire is also same. And next is what? This all the 4 wires are connected in series with the help of this metallic strip. Now with the help of rheostat, what we used to do? We used to maintain the constant current in this circuit. Now if I is the value of current enters through the, you can say, end A. So as this wire is in series up to this end, you are getting the same value of the current. So in case of this wire, say AB, what are the constant thing we maintain? So cross section area is fixed. Resistivity for this wire is also fixed, as well as what? A constant current passes through the potentiometer wire. So on the basis of this all constant parameter, we are going to discuss about what? The principle of potentiometer. So for potentiometer wire, what we will take? So number 1, resistivity is constant. Resistivity, rho is constant. Then second is what? Cross section area. Cross section area of the wire. This is also what? Constant. And third is what? Current passes. Current I is also what? Constant. Now, if you go for what? Calculation of resistance of any part, say, we have the formula R is equal to rho L by A. So from this formula we will say, for any part of this potentiometer wire, this and this two are constant. So as a result we can say what? Like the meter read, resistance of any part of this wire is directly proportional to length of that part only. Now, if you like to measure the potential across any part of wire, potential across any part if you measure. Suppose I have taken the part say from A to O. This is the length of the part I have taken. So potential across the length AO, if you like to calculate, then V across AO can be taken as what? I into R of AO. V is equal to I by Ohm's law. If you put the formula for resistance, so this come out to be what? I rho L divided by A. This is only the length of the part AO say. Now, in this formula, your I, rho and A, all these three are what? Constant. So from this constant, can we not say that voltage across the part AO of this wire is directly proportional to what? Length of AO. So, if you remove this proportionality sign, we can put certain constant here, and then the relation will be come out to be what? V across AO, that is length AO of the wire, is equal to K times length AO. So, K can be written as now what? I rho divided by A is equal to constant. So, for all these three constant, we are taking the one constant which is represented by K. Now, as K is constant, we have proved what? V is proportional to L. On basis of this relation only, the potentiometer will work. So, that relation is considered as principle of potentiometer. So, again now we will see that on what principle potentiometer will work. So, simple we can write the principle what? When constant current passes through potentiometer wire of uniform cross section, then potential difference across any part of wire is directly proportional to length of that part of wire. So on basis of this relation, Ganss's statement of principle, we have the relation now V is proportional to L. So what is V here? V is the potential difference or voltage across the length L. So we can say V is proportional to L. Now this V proportional to L again can be written as what? V is equal to K times L. Now you know what is K? K is equal to I rho divided by A. This is constant. So this is the equation we are getting. V is equal to K. Now in this relation, your K is a constant. Here K is written as V by L. This K is called potential gradient. No doubt. Any quantity when divided by the distance or length, then that quantity is called gradient. So here K is called potential gradient. So no doubt now, here K is the proportionality constant. So it neither depend on V nor depend on L. If you make the V 2 times, automatically your length become 2 times, but the K remain constant. So K is only depend on what? This three factor I, rho and A. Now, on the basis of this K, we used to decide what? How much small potential or voltage or potential difference a given potentiometer can measure, that is decided by the value of K. So no doubt different potentiometer may have what? Different value of the K, and this K will then decide what? How is the accuracy or sensitivity of the potentiometer. So again we will see the unit of K is what? So this is nothing but volt per meter. No doubt both are the scalar, K is also the scalar quantity. Now K decide what? Or K can be taken simply as what? It is like a least count of the potentiometer. Now as we learn that the least count is very less, then accuracy in the measurement is good. Sensitivity of the, you can say, device is also good. So when we used to say that the potentiometer is more accurate and more sensitivity. So sensitivity or accuracy depends on what? So simply we can say that if K is small, then sensitivity is more and accuracy is good and vice versa.